morning, everybody. So this is day one of my photo expedition trip. So I just got some gas. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast, and then we're gonna hit the road. So let's go. All right, and we're at our first stop, which is on the way to Cove Fort. Just grabbing some gas, a couple supplies. The temperature has definitely dropped quite a bit from Las Vegas to this part of Utah. So most of the mountain peaks are covered in snow. I'm hoping that means that Arches and Canyonlands will have some snow, but I guess we'll see when we get there. So now I'm at my second stop. I'm about 180 miles outside of Moab, and I just wanted to stop for a couple of minutes because I'm at this, I don't know, I don't know what this is called. I'll put the word, yeah, you'll see. It's gorgeous here. This is this just awesome kind of vista viewpoint that you have, and I thought this would be a great place to take the drone out and just fly around for a little bit while I kind of rest and stretch from the trip. If you let go. That's enough messing around. Time to get back on the road. Because I'm at the campsite. There's a couple other campers nearby and I don't want to bother them. This feels like a very quiet place. So let me just give you a quick tour. If you look off here, this is the view right above me here. And then on the other side of the campsite is all that. I am right near a river though, so there's probably going to be some bugs. So we'll kind of see how that goes. So I've resituated some of my gear just a little bit, and now I'm going to go ahead and head actually into Arches National Park. All right, let's take a look. We are. We're inside Arches National Park. This is an area called, I think, Park Avenue. It's one of the first stops as you head up the hill towards, or past rather, the visitor center. So behind me, there's this kind of sheer rock wall, and then behind me this way, there's a viewpoint, that's the way I'm going to head. But if you look over this way, you can actually see those mountains out there in the distance. It's just an awesome view. And this is just the first stop. Okay, so I'm at my next spot, which is Balanced Rock.
Now the sun's starting to set a little bit in the sky. We're about an hour and a half away from sunset, and then about 30 minutes after that, the clouds should hopefully kind of flare up with a lot of color. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be doing just a quick wide focal length shot of balanced rock with a long shutter with a long exposure, just kind of see how that's gonna look. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera on the tripod, and we'll give that a shot. So the sun's been absent for most of the afternoon, but it has suddenly just decided to pop out, which is really kind of difficult because so right now I'm right outside of, that's Double Arch right there, which I really wanted to get some panorama photos of, and the golden light is really just hitting it just right, and it will for probably another 30 minutes. And then over there is a thing called the windows, and the windows are two separate whole arches that I would really like to photograph, and I think I'm gonna have to just pick one. So I think I'm gonna go do Double Arches because there are a ton of people standing in the there's just a ton of people over there, so probably a little too crowded for my tastes. Okay, so now I get to hike down here. All right, that's the plan. All right, everybody, so I just got finished shooting just a super cool time lapse here at the Double Arches. You can see kind of where I am here. And so now my plan is to try and get some shots of the stars. I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer until the light dies down a little bit, and then I'm gonna start taking some long exposure shots and just kind of see what I get. And then from here, wow, I can already start to see the stars coming out. There are still some clouds in the sky, but they're real wispy. So my hope is that real soon they'll kind of clear off and we'll get some really clear skies. And there's no moon tonight, so I think it's gonna look really nice. So I'm at Double Arches, and I have the place all to myself. It is pitch black. Hello? You can hear it. It's like a cave without a roof, basically. But I want to show you how I set up my camera so you can see how I'm getting these starfield photos. It's super cool. So I've got the Joby GorillaPod. And that's how I've got my camera set up so that I can... Yeah, none of that's going to come out, but you can see the camera. Love that tilty flippy screen. It's the best.